In this video, I'm going to be discussing Smart Notes. Let's get started. To create a Smart Note, I'm going to navigate in the top left-hand corner to my hamburger icon, Menu, and then I'm going to search for Smart Notes. I'm going to select Configure Macros/Smart Notes, and this is going to bring up my configuration window. In the top left-hand corner, I'm selected under the tab Smart Notes, and then underneath I have different options for where I want to create my Smart Note at. The first one I have is global, meaning I can create a Smart Note to use globally throughout the system, or I can specify specific sections such as assessments, HPI, procedure, and treatment. The setup for all of these is the exact same. So for this example, I'm going to use global. In the top right-hand corner, I'm going to click my New button to create a new Smart Note. I'm going to name my Smart Note. So for this example, I'm going to do a UTI, and then I'm going to enter in my shortcut. Where I have my notes listed, this is where I can start free texting something before I add in my prompt. So I'm going to say patient complains of, and then over here on the right-hand side, these are prompts that I already have built in my system. So if these apply, I could click the arrow to bring them over. But in this instance, I'm going to create a new prompt. In the top right-hand corner, I'm going to click New Prompt, and then I'm going to give my prompt a name. So I'm going to say UTI symptoms. I can choose the type, Boolean, date, free text, etc. I'm going to choose multi-select, and then I can start entering in my options here. So I'm going to enter in a couple of different things. And then hit my save button at the bottom right. So now that I have a prompt over here that applies to my UTI Smart Note, I'm going to click the arrow to the left and it's going to bring it over here. Notice if I don't have my cursor in the field, I will get a pop-up listed. So I need to make sure that I have my cursor selected exactly where I want that prompt to go. I'll click that blue arrow and I now have my prompt listed here. Once I hit my save button at the bottom right-hand corner, I can now see that I have added this new Smart Note here under my global selection. I'm currently on my progress note and I want to utilize a Smart Note that's been created in my system. I'm going to be using a global Smart Note, which means that I can utilize it anywhere that I can free text. I'm going to navigate to my Chief Complaint section and I'm going to put my cursor here in this free text field. Now, before using the Smart Note that I already know has been created, I can also look at a pick list of Smart Notes. I can do so by entering a period and then a question mark, and it's going to bring up all of the different prompts that are listed in here. Notice this list is extremely long. I can always click on any of these different options, and then it's going to automatically add it into my section for me. If I want to utilize a Smart Note that's already been created, I'm going to enter a period and then whatever my shortcut is. Now, for this example, I'm using a Smart Note that I had named UTI. I chose this one because I want to show you that although my Smart Note name is UTI, it's also pulling up everything that contains UTI. When I scroll down to the bottom, I know that this one here is my Smart Note. I can tell by the icon on the left-hand side. Once I select my Smart Note, it's going to bring up that actual note for me. So I can see that whomever created this has patient complaints of and then UTI symptoms. I want to click directly on UTI symptoms so that it brings up the prompts that are associated. I can make my selections here, click my Apply button. It'll show me a preview. And then once I hit OK, it's going to add my Smart Note into that section. When I hit the X at the top right-hand corner, this information is now going to appear under my Chief Complaint section. This concludes our video. Thank you for joining.